What if I told you that one of the most game-changing inventions in history wasn't a weapon, but a powder? Gunpowder! Let's explore how this small substance revolutionized warfare forever. Gunpowder was first invented in China during the 9th century, originally by alchemists who were looking for an immortality elixir. Little did they know, they had stumbled upon a compound that would change the world forever. Initially used in fireworks and simple explosives, it wasn't long before its potential for military applications was realized. In the 11th century, Chinese forces began using gunpowder to propel small projectiles from early forms of rockets and fire lances, which were essentially the precursors to firearms. By the 13th century, gunpowder spread along the Silk Road to the Middle East and then to Europe. The first major use of gunpowder in the West was in siege warfare. In 1346, the Mongols used gunpowder-based bombs and early cannons to devastate their enemies. These early cannons were not very accurate, but they marked the beginning of a new era. By the 15th century, gunpowder was integral to the design of firearms, and the first-hand cannons were introduced in Europe. These were essentially small, handheld cannons that could be used by infantry soldiers. The long, slow-burning powder charge led to a slow and awkward firing process, but the results were undeniable. As we moved into the 16th century, gunpowder weapons began to change the entire battlefield. The musket, a firearm with a matchlock mechanism, was developed and became a game-changer. Armies could now equip large numbers of infantry with firearms, shifting the focus of battles away from heavy cavalry and swordsmen. Gunpowder also made cannonry a major force in both land and naval warfare. By the 17th century, large cannons could breach the walls of castles and fortresses that had previously been impregnable. The Battle of Cagolino in 1530 and the English Civil War in the 1640s saw the full utilization of gunpowder artillery, which could decimate entire armies and lay waste to cities. By the time of World War I, gunpowder had evolved into modern firearms, artillery, and explosives. Machine guns and rifles became standard issue for soldiers on the front lines, and tanks equipped with cannon fire changed the nature of warfare entirely. Gunpowder's role continued into the 20th century, with it being used in the development of bombs, including the devastating atomic bomb during World War II. Though atomic energy revolutionized weapons, the basic principles of gunpowder still underpinned much of modern artillery and firearm design. From small Chinese rockets to the massive artillery of modern warfare, gunpowder changed the way wars were fought. Want to explore more history-changing inventions? Like, share, and subscribe?